Thank you. As I was saying before, I really thank X Culture Project for inviting us today. We are presenting Adventure Addicted, which is a company we founded around 2 years ago here in Milan. We are all Bocconi students. We were Bocconi students. And okay, Adventure Addicted has been founded because we moved from Rome to Milan for studying, and actually we faced a big problem in finding people to go for adventures, to go practicing sports, outdoor sports in nature, so like skiing, surfing, paragliding, as well as biking. And after analyzing the market, actually the Milan market, the Italian market, we understood that a lot of young people, a lot of students had the same problem because they didn't have money for booking a guide or money for having a car to move to the sea, to the mountains. So what we started to believe in was to create something that could help young people for to practice sports. Okay, so to leave the city, to leave the we like to call it the comfort zone, but to leave the routine for practicing sports in the nature, which could be also just hiking in a small hill next to Milan, or of course climb a big mountain like Monte Bianco in Valle d'Aosta. So what we did was to create an application, so a mobile app. It's called Adventure Addicted, so if you would like to check it on the Apple Store, you can find it, of course. Very simply, you can select your sports, so the sports you are the most interested in, and from that moment onwards, you can both choose or create a new adventure. So a new trip, one-day trip usually, or as you prefer, you can also create a weekend trip or a week trip. And in this platform, you can find other young people, other people interested in your activity. So through this application, we were able to help a lot of young sport enthusiasts facing the same problem as we had in the beginning of our new study adventure here in Milan. In order to promote this application, unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of budget, so our budget was quite limited. And we, as travelers, as sport enthusiasts, we started to create contents during our trips around the world. So, okay, as I was saying, after the problem validation, we developed the application, and we won an important prize at Milano Montagna, which is a festival here in Milan related to mountains. And successively, we won. We entered the Innovits project, which is a project from Politecnico University that helps companies to develop. And after that, our contents that we were creating during our trips to promote our application became of interest for companies. So we started to work with a lot of companies, actually mainly Italian companies or Italian-related divisions. I mean, companies, foreign companies with Italian divisions. So we started to work with the Italian divisions of these companies, and we were both promoting our application as well as creating contents like video, photos, or just experience for several companies interested in our projects. Like here we have a lot of projects we did in the last years. We have been almost all around the world, in all continents, doing sports. And what we started to appreciate during our trips was that all the followers we have, all the community we had created, was really interested in what we were doing, and we were helping a lot of young people moving from simply staying home, studying, playing with video games and stuff. We were inspiring them to move to new countries, new places, to even both making sports or just travel and experience new experiences in countries that they didn't knew exactly. So a lot of people talks nowadays about the comfort zone, of course, and I think we succeeded in making people leave their comfort zone to experience new things, to experience new travels, new trips, new people, and in this way expanding their horizon, expanding their cultural knowledge. Okay, so what was really interesting during this during our last 2 years was the building up of our media kit, which is the main thing, the main asset we have for making business with companies. Media kit is like a one shot one slide that makes that shows all the numbers a company has, which can be interesting for marketing managers in companies for starting working with them. So here you have all our main numbers from our application, from Instagram and from Facebook, which are our, as I was saying, our main assets. We tend to keep our numbers quite low compared to the potentiality we have, because we really want to have a very high interaction with our community, with our followers, with our customers. What does it mean? That it means that we don't want to have like a 50,000 50,000 followers page on Instagram, but we really want to have all these people interested in what we are doing, because this leads to leads to a higher interaction with them, and it means that everything you do can be of interest of the people following you. So it means that when we live, for example, a 1 month trip to, I don't know, our last trip was in Iran. We had over 10 people texting every day about how inspiring we were with our trip, how interesting it was to know a new country through our social media, and how beautiful it was because we were pushing them to leave their homes for doing something else and something new. So as everybody knows, our main social media, our main channels for promoting ourselves and companies are Instagram and Facebook, of course. We try to be as present as possible on these channels. Okay, here we have the B2B part of our company. What we do, as I was saying, first of all, is content creation. So we travel all around the world, as well as we live in the Dolomites for creating contents. So I will show you later some videos we do, some advertisement videos or pictures we shoot. Moreover, we have strictly, as I was saying, high interaction with our company. So we have a high influence of them, and we can sell a lot of products through our channels, like, of course, Instagram. We promote products on field. So, for example, we use new jacket of Patagonia, and we travel to mountains all around the world using this jacket. So I think this can be a very powerful marketing strategy for a company, because we are young people talking to young people, making our trip with a new jacket developed by a new company. Moreover, what we are starting to do is a kind of tour operator. So just last year we went 4 weeks in Corse, where we did a long hike with 10 people, and other weeks in Portugal, in Peniche, where we were surfing, and we let our community participate in one of our trips. And it was really interesting to see how helpful we have been for these guys to organize a trip like this that probably it could have been difficult for them to do, and we simply help them as our mission says. And last but not least, we are very active on environmental activities. We try to sensitize a lot of young people, a lot of all the people that follows us about environmental protection and climate change, because I think being the nature our playground, we really need to protect it by from I mean all the things that are making it simply devastating it. So we really need to protect our environment, as everybody of you knows, and as all the companies fortunately are starting to do. We are a young company, so our main focus was on environmental protection, of course, which is necessary for our development. Oh, okay, I want to show you two examples of our contents. Here we have, this is simply an episode of the 8 episodes that we released during our 2-month trip to Iran. We went there for skiing a 6,000-meter peak, which is called Damavand. And we had a beautiful experience in the Dasht e-Lut desert. So I really just want to show you an example of video we can shoot, and the next one will be an example of advertisement we did for Smith Optics in summer in the Dolomites. So we can start from this one. Okay, the thing that I wanted to show from this video was that actually you have not seen any marketing in this video, but if you would have followed our adventure during the whole trip, during the trip you would have seen some products. Just you just recognize the products. We don't do marketing because we think that on millennials, our generation, real marketing, which was used before, years before, or which is still used by companies, doesn't have any effect on our generation, because we are continuously we see continuously marketing advertisement everywhere. So we are trying to find a new way of doing marketing, which is way more thin on the on the surface. I don't know if you can understand what I mean. What I'm saying is we really just use the products on the field, and we don't say which products we are going to use, but you will understand during our expedition, during our experience, which product we use, and you will like this product. This is our main goal of our way of doing advertisement. As well, on in this video that you will see now, this was a project we did for this company, And for example, this is just a trailer, so it's way shorter. And we are promoting the new helmet and new sunglasses of this company. But we never say during our project which helmet and which sunglasses we are using, because I'm sure that everyone from you interested in these products can find these products in less than 10 minutes on the internet. Uh, you're interested in. So looking at the video, if you're interested in bikes, you will understand which bike I'm using. If you're interested in outerwear, you will see which outerwear I'm using, and you will go for it. You will go and look for it. You don't need to know what I'm using. This was the message of the last video. Okay, now let's come to the X Culture Challenge. We are really interested in internationalizing. We have to understand where and how, of course. Our main, as you can see from the document we uploaded on X Culture, our main focus is either on the northern part of the Alps, so France, Swiss, Germany, and Austria, or on Scandinavia. So we have to understand which of the two areas are the most interesting for us. And then we have three main points we would like to analyze. The first question is whether to focus on the B2C side, so being offering to foreign sport enthusiasts, so to a young German guy, an experience lived in the Italian natural playground like Dolomites or the Alps, Monte Bianco, Monte Rosa, or simply in Sardinia, and so on. And actually, who is interested? Because we believe our target are the millennials, so from 18 to 30, 35. But maybe we discovered that a project like ours can be interesting for 50 years old German people. So this can be one main question. On the other side, we have the B2B part, which is our business nowadays here in Italy. What we do, as I was saying before, is to offer content creation, which can be, of course, interesting for foreign companies as well, because I mean nowadays being working everything on the internet, on the socials, companies do need contents. Or on the other side, we are trying to start a new business with touristic areas as well as locations or cities which need to be promoted to increase their tourism in their area. What I would like to mention here is we don't even know if it is a better opportunity to offer to companies or touristic areas. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, another main question of internationalization is whether to keep the Is a question? Yeah.
And it looks like we have the sound bad. So all is good. All is good.
Okay, actually, what we start to create contents in other languages, but being our community mainly in Italy, we decide to continue creating contents in Italian until we would have a first experience with foreign companies which would have asked us to create contents in other languages. So what I was trying to say before was exactly that we don't know exactly. We have to analyze with you whether to continue to focus on the Italian market. So for, I don't know, an American company creating contents in Italian for the Italian market, or for the American company starting creating contents in English for all the world. This was so far our main customers are Italian companies. So, and our followers are mainly Italians. So we decide to keep it in Italian. If you go some pictures before, you will see we start to create content in English. Yeah, the website and the application are both in English and as in Italian.
Questions. We have some very good questions here online. One big question students keep asking is, what's the revenue? So basically, how do you make your money? How do you make profits for this company?
Okay. Yeah, the same question. Okay, our revenue model, our business model is actually we propose to companies projects. We propose projects on the basis on the interest of our community. So as I was saying before, we spent 2 months in Iran. Now we are living for Kyrgyzstan, for New Zealand, for Patagonia. They are living for Portugal and Spain. And we ask companies in exchange of contents, in exchange of videos, visibility, promotion, budget participation to our project. So it comes. We had few companies that asked us to create for them advertisement campaigns. So we were shooting videos all around Italy, all around the Alps. For them, so we gave them they decided the project and we realized it, as well as we decide the project on the basis of our community interest, and they pay for being part of this trip. I hope the question was clarified.
How big are the groups that go to those trips? Like, for example, how many people went on that trip to Iran, for example? And then second question, do they have to pay to you for being on the trip, or is it part of the package?
Okay.
The sponsors.
This divides into sections. The projects we propose are mainly quite high quality projects. We try to, for example, ski 7,000 meters peak all around the world. So it's not everybody can join us. On the other side, we work as tour operator for young people, and in this kind of trips you can join us, and of course you have to pay a participation fee, but we try to keep it as low as possible, because as I was saying before, our goal is to help young people to live the nature, to live sports, and to become in a closer relationship to the outdoor. So yeah.
So the app, is it just the meeting space then? So if people would like to go on a trip, they download the app and they see what trips are upcoming and they basically find friends to go on the trip, or does it do something else as well?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
The app that you have, Adventure Addicted app, so does it work only to let young people to meet one another and plan a trip together, or does it offer some other services as well?
Exactly. The app is completely independent from our activities. So on the app, you can just find other guys to go on adventure with. We promote our activities on social networks, so on Instagram and on Facebook. On the app, we are not offering anything, because we just want to keep it for the people. So not as a business.
Is there a cost to downloading and using the app, or is it free?
everything is free because yeah, as I repeated several times, we really want people to get closer to outdoor sports. So I know it can sound a bit weird because of course it has a low economic return, but our goal was really to help people to go and doing sports and get closer to nature. So we developed a new business model beside the application.
And did you say the app now is available only in Italian, or there is also an English version?
The app is available in both languages, both English as well as in English, as in Italian. I wouldn't keep the. Sorry, this is just a remark. In order for the internationalization, we discovered that to promote an application was quite expensive for us, and as well as before, as well as now, it is maybe too expensive for us for just making a promotional campaign to let people using the app. So we would like to enter new markets by proposing our services for companies or as tour operator instead of promoting the app. And while we are quite strong, quite present in the market, then at that time we will propose to these markets the application.
So then, yes, let me see if I understand that correctly. So your main clients are not really the people who go on the trips. This is the companies that want you to promote their products, right? So it's more B2B than B2C, isn't it?
Exactly. By now, so far in Italy, it's B2B business.
And so there are questions here both for B2B and B2C options. So first, does the app work in different countries? And two, if there was a company, for example, in Asia that wants to hire you or place their products in your videos, would you be working with people from or companies from other continents, or at this time you're focused only on Europe?
No, of course. The first question was whether the app is available in other countries, right?
Yes.
It can be downloaded everywhere in the world. We have, I don't know exactly why actually, but we have a strong group in South America using the app, but we don't have any control on them actually. And about the companies, of course, we would like to start working with companies worldwide. We didn't have the chance so far because we started this kind of business less than 1 year ago. So so far we had the opportunity to work just with Italian companies, or as I was saying before, like some Italian division of foreign companies, but never with the real management of a foreign company. Mm-hmm. So, as you were saying, if we would have the chance to work with a Chinese company, according to the interest they have.
It seems like we lost the sound again for a second here, but it seems to be working. Another question, structure of the company. So how many people work for the company officially, and how is it structured? So do you have like a CEO, or is it just a group of people who are all partners? How does it work with the organizational structure?
Okay, as I was saying, we are helping us in developing this idea.
So organizational structure and company size. Do you think?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, it's good.
Yes. Okay, great. Very fast. Okay, we are four. I am the CEO, and I manage principally the relationship with companies and the planning of the projects. In New Zealand, we have Alessandro, which is our digital manager. He manages all what you can, everything you can see behind the screen. Like he is managing Instagram, Facebook, the website, the app, and so on. And Ottavio and Gabriele, they are responsible for all the activities related to the sea, because we are way more oriented on to the mountains, and they are oriented more on the sea. And moreover, we have another girl who is dealing with writing of our experiences. So she's writing on newspapers, on everything what is not digital but on paper. Well, yeah, like a journalist for our projects.
Yeah, that's nice. For students keep asking, how much does it cost to sort of hire you? How much do companies have to pay for promotion and sponsorship? And I'm not sure if you're even allowed to disclose those figures. So if you cannot say that, that's fine. But if you can, it seems like students are very interested in that question.
Sorry, can you repeat? Cost of advertising?
How much does it cost to advertise with you? So how much do companies have to pay you to put their products in your videos? And again, I'm not sure if you're allowed to say
a lot on the
those numbers.
And on what we are planning to do with them. So like 1 year partnership with a company, following us in every project we do has a cost of around 10 to 15,000 euros per year. Or we did also just one promotional video for one company, and we sold it for around 8,000 euros for just maybe 3 days of working, but being in exclusive use for the company that gave us the work. Of course, we need to increase the price, because our goal is, of course, to have long-term contracts with companies that makes you survive in this early stage of our company. I mean, working on one project is, of course, maybe more profitable than making a long-term contract, but making a long-term contract allows us to be, I mean, safe for the whole year and not continuously looking for and searching for new customers.
We also have a few questions about competition. So first, who is your competition? And two, how your app or the services that you offer are different from your competition?
Okay, actually, it can see in two different ways. We have a lot of competitors, which can be influencers, pro athletes, and ambassadors. What we are sure we have advantage on it is that we are young, and we belong to the millennials generation, which is our main target, which is the main target of a lot of companies nowadays. And we know, I believe we know exactly how to deal with these guys and how to speak and how to be effective on promoting a new product to them, compared to, I don't know, a 50 years old climber from a small village in some mountain range, which is maybe an influencer for the best company of the world. But I mean, we create emotional connections between us and between us, ourselves, and our community. So we try to be very emotional. We try to be very inspiring, very inspirational. So this is our main advantage on other companies. And what we do, moreover, is we give developed packages to the company. So if a company wants to develop a advertisement campaign, we can do it from the start till the end, compared to an athlete that needs to find a video creator or a photographer, somebody that knows how to create a advertisement campaign. We do everything by ourselves.
Mm-hmm. You said that you started your company while you still were in college at university. So several students are asking if you have any advice for them if they wanted to start their own company while still in university. So do you ever regret that you went into business? And if you had to do it again, what would you do differently?
Okay. Of course, we started to develop this business idea when we were 18, and I know we did so many mistakes during our experience that I think anybody knows how many mistakes we did during this development. But what I can tell for sure is that this was probably one of the best adventures I ever took in my life. because you can start touching by yourself, and you develop a lot of creativity and passion for something that belongs to you. I mean, of course, for advices for developing an own company, we could talk for a whole day. But I really sustain the just to do it. I mean, do it and see how it will go. Put all your energy in it, and something will come out from it. Because I mean, when you try to do something really with your passion, you will succeed. If it will be, I don't know, economically profitable or simply, I mean, an experience, it will for sure give you so much enthusiasm, and it's awesome to create your own company.
So where did you get the initial capital then if you were in college, university? So did you go to some sort of like an incubator or investor, or how did it all start?
Initially, we needed a lot of capital
It
to
looks like we have the sound problem again.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's.
Can you hear me?
The sound problem has.
You can select your level, but I mean, we are not responsible. We have a low year contract that takes us out from the I mean, liability in case of accidents during the trips, because we cannot control where every person using our application is going, what they are going to do. So I don't know if you know, there are several rules. Like in the mountains, the most experienced person has the responsibility, so he will be the responsible one for the trip. Or in surfing, everybody's responsible for themselves, so nobody will be responsible. Yeah. Okay.
Several
Of course,
personal
on our
questions,
trip,
if I may. So one, what specific sports do you play? Do you do all of them, or you have your favorite?
can you repeat? Sorry.
What specific sports do you personally play? So somebody is asking if you do all of them, or you just specialize in something specific. You mentioned climbing, you mentioned surfing, paragliding. So do you personally participate in all of them, or do you like something in particular?
Okay. Of course, the main sports, I practice the main sports. I really like being in the mountains, so I like to ski, to climb, and to mountain bike. The guys living in Portugal, like Otavio, he left for 4 months in South Africa for surfing, and we have another guy living in New Zealand. He's biking every day. So yeah, our company is structured that everybody has control over different sports, and we cover around 30 sports in our application. And I mean, they are not all our favorites, but of course we know everything about these sports to make the application. I mean, we know what we are talking about. This is the point.
Do you have the data on how many trips are organized through your app in a given year? You said there are tens of thousands of people who use it. How many trips do they organize? So, sorry, do you need to repeat the question? How many trips?
Okay, yeah, no, I got it. Okay, it depends a lot on the seasonality. I mean, during spring, during Easter breaks or winter breaks or summer breaks, we have a boom of organized trips, which read an average of 8 per day. I mean, yeah, of course, a boom. We are quite small startup, so. But during, I mean, being mainly present in Italy, for example, during June, which is exam period in Italy, of course, the number lowers to 2 to 3 proposed trips on the application. And yeah, any problem? Hello.
Yes, yeah, we can hear you. Yes, yes.
Okay. We lost you for a while.
No, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. So for some reason it was disconnected. We are almost out of time. There is one more question that was asked by two students by email, and I'm not sure if I'm even supposed to say that, but two students inquire if you are married. So feel free not to answer it if you don't want to, but they keep asking, so I thought I would relay that question.
No. I'm too young. I'm too young.
All right, okay.
And I need time to be in the mountains.
All right. You're married to the mountains, yes. All right, well, I guess we're pretty much out of time, out of questions. I'm not sure if you have questions from the audience in Italy there, so.
As we will connect in half an hour, okay?
Yes, so we will have one more with Ultra Specialisti, right? So.
Sorry?
All right, well, thank you so much for the presentation. Very informative, so very interesting. So I kind of envy all your travel that you do. Looks really cool. So let's see what ideas the X-Culture students will bring to you. Hopefully there will be many good ideas there.
Thank you. It has been really interesting to share a lot of information with you. And I hope we will have an opportunity to get in touch in the future.
Good luck with your business. Yes.
Thank you very much. See you.
Bye-bye.